I think the biggest thing that's going to happen is that people are going to start to actually use their data. Up until now it's been a buzzword, but I think we're actually really watching people make decisions working with our data, as we announced, for example, here in Singapore, to really help them on trade, on transport, on tourism, and really using that to actually actualize the plans of the community and realize it with profitability. Well, it's most interesting. What it does is we realize that having data on people's actual behavior is the best predictor of future behavior. So we can then take the data that we see and really carve it up to understand patterns, and then businesses can know their customers better, and issuers can understand the movements of their clients better, and all of this adds up to a way to really keep payments safe and something that we want to continue to accelerate and use throughout, better predictive, and actually increases the return on investment for businesses. Well, I think first and foremost you have to start with governments. When they think about planning how their city or how their country is going to look, where people are living, how people are actually spending their money, what they do for pleasure, what they do for work, where they work, how they live, all of this comes out of the data that we work with from the payment space. And I think this is the critical thing that allows them to really plan, staff, anticipate revenues. Additionally, merchants, it's critical for them. They can figure out merchandising levels, they can know their customers better, they can run loyalty programs, all of that, which helps generate more sales for them. And then finally, the issuers of cards and the banks. It's important for them to understand their clients better, what sort of portions of the card are the features that matter so much to them, how to spend, working on fraud prevention. All those types of things come from using the data that we see within the card space. Well, I think the benefit is huge because it's really interesting. It's sort of the second leg. So we started digitizing payments and really making the payment form innocuous, right? So you very much are thinking about, is it a wearable? Is it your phone? Is it the traditional card? Can it be done online? Obviously, so we've evolved that space, and now we're taking it one level further and using the data to really say, how do people really want to transact? You don't wake up in the morning and say, I want to make a transaction. You wake up and say, I want to have lunch with my friends. I want to buy this new dress. Whatever you want to do. And we're making the payment innocuous to people so that they don't see it, but it's safe and secure always, and yet the data helps people achieve and find what they want easier and fit it within their lives. Well, I think first and foremost, we can really help people understand who's traveling in the right place. We can really know who the user is, and when they're executing a transaction, does it look like you? If you think about it, I travel 300 days a year for us, and it's important that pattern of that travel is something that's picked up, and if there's unusual behavior, they can contact me and say, was this really you? People get a sense of safety and security that way. That's critical, and therefore they feel safe using that. And we know there's a huge cost to cash, which actually lowers GDP around the world. So this way we can actually raise the security for people, but also increase productivity and actual ultimate economic gains.